Good afternoon. The date is June 13th, 2018. This is the regularly scheduled executive committee meeting. My name is Jacob Fry. I'm the chair of this committee, and I'm joined by other members of the committee and council members Gordon, Bender, Jenkins, and Johnson. Let the record reflect we have a quorum. So we have just one item on the agenda for today, which is an appointed position in the Regulatory Services Department, the Director of Operations and Engagement, and I'll ask for a staff presentation first, please.
Good afternoon, Mayor Fry and council members. My name is Rick Boaz. I work in the Human Resources Department here at the city in the Classification and Compensation Division. We are here to ask your permission to consider approving a new appointed position in the Regulatory Services Department with the title of Director, Operations and Engagement. This position reports directly to the Director of Regulatory Services. The proposed position will be the deputy to the department head and will be responsible for department-wide leadership for operations, administration, and community engagement, including finance, business and strategic planning, space, fleet, continuous improvement, labor, human resources, data analysis, communications, technology, department policies, emergency management, risk management, issuance of legal notices, and administrative hearings. We ask that you please adopt the findings that the proposed position meets the criteria in Section 20.1010 of the Minneapolis Code of Ordinances, City Council to establish appointed positions. We ask that you please approve the appointed position of Director, Operations and Engagement, evaluated at 635 total points and allocated to grade 14. We ask that you please approve the salary schedule for the position, which has a salary range of $117,616 to $139,426, in accordance with the adopted compensation plan for appointed officials effective June 13, 2018. We ask that you please refer this matter to the City Council. With your permission, I would like to turn the presentation over to Nora Schuchman, Director of Regulatory Services, to expand on the role of the position and answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, Mr. Boaz.
Thank you.
Mr. Schuchman.
Good afternoon, Mayor, members of the committee. Thank you for your time today on this one item. I appreciate it. Mr. Boaz summarized the position very well. I can show you an organizational chart. That shows the department as it was constituted. This position is being established to combine two positions. We have a current vacancy in one of the positions, and so this position is a vacancy. And then as constructed, once this position would be in place, there would be 4 directors and a manager instead of 5 directors and a manager, and the previous position would no longer be filled or be part of the department's hierarchy. Happy to answer other questions if you have them.
Thank you, Director Schuchman, and I, for one, appreciate the consolidation. I think it makes sense. Any questions at the moment for staff? Councilmember Gordon.
And this is something you have in your budget right now because you're combining the positions and there might be an increase in salary, but that's also covered within your existing budget.
Mayor Fry, Councilmember Gordon, that's correct. These are 2 existing positions. One of them will be not filled, and we will be able to cover that salary increase with that, and then able to also save money for either savings or for other things.
All right, excellent. Thank you.
Councilmember Jenkins, Council Vice President Jenkins.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Fry and Mr. Schuchman. So just moving forward, you know, you're combining 2 roles, which I believe to be, you know, fully functioning, full-time opportunities. What's the plan moving forward in this consolidation so that this person, whoever it is not overburdened with the responsibilities of 2 sort of full-time roles?
Mayor Fry, Council Vice President, we've had a number of conversations internally about how to best handle that. The Director of Operations Engagement has multiple manager positions underneath it. that are all very high functioning and are very capable of helping to manage that workload. Additionally, the new housing inspections director will continue her role as a major voice in the department on community engagement, on race and equity, and so she'll be still an active participant in that, and that's something that we're all very excited about. I also, we've recently hired an interagency coordinator that has been brought on using existing position to help also with some of the workload issues that would potentially come out of that. But that's certainly something that we'll pay close attention to, and I'll be working with the Director of Operations Engagement to make sure that we're not losing things in the shuffle, but I'm very confident that we'll be able to handle that.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, my only concern is that we're able to really continue to efficiently do the work, as well as not create, situations where people are not able to be successful.
Mayor Frey, Council Vice President, I agree completely. For my purposes, I'm actually more comfortable with this structure in terms of making the department work efficiently. And so for me, this is a structure that I'm more comfortable with, and I frankly don't have concerns based on our conversations internally about being able to keep people moving. I think my main job as the department head is to make sure that my staff are successful. It's something that I talk about with them regularly, and I'm committed to. And so I'm on the same page as you about making sure that we do that moving forward.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any further questions for staff? Seeing none, is there a motion to go ahead and move this item forward?
So moved.
Council Vice President Jenkins has moved the motion. Councilmember Gordon, do you have any discussion?
No.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. And that item passes. Thank you very much. That being the only item, just to make sure here. Yes, that being the only item on the agenda, we are adjourned.